Hello, welcome to a new vlog clip. I'm filming on my phone, which I haven't done in a long time, but I forgot. I didn't forget. I didn't bring my camera with me to mum's because I couldn't find the case, and I was like, I don't want to chuck it in my bag, get it all scratched or whatever. So I'm filming on my phone. We're back here, which you probably have seen probably in the last vlogs. It's been a while since I vlogged, but it has had a makeover, so let me show you that. So this was, excuse my stuff, this was really messy last time, and mum wanted me to show you the updated version. Look at how clean it is. It's all, it's full, but like there's a floor and the only thing on it is my dirty clothes. Oh, and the puppy. But it is tidied. It's kind of organized. I'm here for a few days before I go back home. But I finished a book last night, which I'm not going to talk about. That was the end of last month. I am starting The Trader's Kiss today. Don't have it on me, it's inside the house, but it is by Erin Beatty. It's the first in a trilogy and is one of the 3 books on my Bookopoly Deal TBR this month. But I am also planning on participating in Becca's Bookopoly-thon, the 48-hour edition, and I am crazy and I don't think I'm going to finish a proper book, maybe one book before that weekend. I'm going to get like 80% through as many books as possible so I can have a winner of that weekend. Right. So that is my plan. We'll see how I go, but I think it's going to be a bit nuts. But I'll talk to you tonight, tell you how far I got through Trader's Kiss, because I only have like 290 pages to read to get to that like 50 pages from the end mark, at which point I will stop to leave it for that weekend. So we'll see how close to that today I get. I don't know. I did forget to update you last night, but I'm here, we're doing it. I'm just gonna go distracted. It's Tuesday night. I'm about to go to bed. My hair's like falling out dramatically. I probably have to wash it tomorrow, but I did today finish. I got up to page 290 in The Trader's Kiss. Is that what the book's called? I think so. By Erin Beatty. I'm in such a mixed bag opinion. Like, I'm both not loving it and loving it at the exact same time. There are things I like, as in the character dynamics and the dialogue and stuff is nice, and I'm having a good time with it. But on the other hand, there are a lot of compositional things around the book itself that I think are so poorly done. The pacing is really weird. Like, there were a lot of scenes that felt entirely unnecessary. There wasn't a lot of action development. It was a lot of little scenes to build up to, like, what you could maybe consider a B-ish scene. It just felt like not a lot has been happening in this book. And I can see where it's going, but like, then there was a major plot twist, like a big reveal, and I thought the reveal was so poorly handled. It left me confused, but not in a good way, just like in a what the fuck, please, no, now nothing makes sense kind of way. Like, it wasn't well foreshadowed. It wasn't like, wow. It was just like, what? Why? I understand what she was trying to go for, but I don't think she pulled it off. Like, she made choices in the narrative design that meant that it just came across as confusing and not revelationary. And yeah, I'm not loving it. I'm probably gonna give it like a 2.5 stars and round it up to a 3, but I'm gonna leave those last 50 pages for the Bookopoly-thon because that's my plan. I have also started tonight. I've only read 50 pages. I was going to try and get to like 100, but I didn't. I read 50 pages of The Titan's Curse, which is the 3rd Percy Jackson book, which is my next read, and I'm going to get to like page 209 of this before I move on to the next thing. Ready for Bookopoly-thon? And then I'm going to read Chain of Iron next, I think. But I'm enjoying this so far. I enjoy the Percy Jackson books. I wish I could listen to this on audiobook, but only the first 2 were available through my library. Otherwise I would have continued listening to them through my library. So I'm a little bit bummed on that front because I thought the audiobooks were really fun, but I don't want to pay for Audible for them, so and I own them physically, so I'm just gonna read them. But I did enjoy the audiobooks, so I'm kind of bummed that I didn't have that. But it is super fun. Not much is really, I feel like we're kind of in the first little mini rise of plot, so I'm interested to see where it goes from here, because it's like got so much more to happen, and I feel like it's just had its like first little mini act. So I'm really interested to see where it goes from here, and I think I will really enjoy this. I really enjoyed book 1 and 2, and I'm keen to continue. It's just like fun. But I ended up watching Married at First Sight, and then the Free Britney documentary, so I just have not been reading tonight. Tomorrow I drive back to my house, so I'm going to listen to the Going of a Deception on the drive, I think, and I'm hopeful that I enjoy it. Hopefully I don't hate it. I also have the audiobook out for 1st, so if I for some reason really hate the Going of a Deception, you never know, it might happen. 1st is there to read a bit of, and the other thing that's on my list is This Time Will Be Different by Mizu Sakura. I also have that out on Scribd. So, oh my god, this huge pimple. Like, there's things for me to listen to. I also want to listen to more Peace Brothers, which is my current like music obsession, so I'll probably listen to them as well on the drive. We'll get stuff listened to, and then Thursday I'm gonna go to have a little mini bit of a book haul, so I'll try and remember to show that to you. Alright, it is 1 o'clock. Where did all these come up today? Oh well, tomorrow's problem. I am home again, obviously, and I'm filming on my actual camera again. I got 136 pages through the Going of a Deception on my drive. I'm on to chapter 11. Gonna work more on that tomorrow. I am enjoying it so far. I don't know what I expected. Like, I don't know, but it's good. I am enjoying it. I was going to read the final 100 pages to get me to where I wanted to be before the book-up-a-thon of The Titan's Curse, but we ended up watching Ready or Not instead. The horror thriller slasher movie. It was really good and I had a good time, but so I didn't read anything physically except for like 50 pages this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna buy Chain of Iron and probably a bunch of other stuff tomorrow. I have a lot of things on my March haul plan. Came out early in the month, so I'm gonna go a bit ham at the bookstore tomorrow. But yeah, I definitely will finish where I want to be in this tomorrow and hopefully start something else and get a decent chunk through that. Probably start Chain of Iron, get a decent chunk through it. Would also like to get further through this. I need to mark where I'm going to try and, oh no, because I'm going hour wise. I'm going to try and get like 2 hours from the end of this. That's my plan for that one. Before I stop, yeah, that's how it is. I don't have anything more to update you on. My life's been pretty, like, nothing exciting. I don't have anything to show you, but I'm gonna go to bed and you can follow me around a bit tomorrow. Alrighty, I finished filming my videos for the day. I did go to Dimmix and picked up all this bad boy, so we're gonna be starting him today. But first, I gotta get through another like 50 pages of this. So that's my plan for right now. I'm enjoying it so far, but like, I did a classic me and didn't really get into Chain of Iron tonight. I did finish the section of Percy Jackson, but we ended up watching 2 movies. We watched Murder on the Orient Express, the more recent one with Kenneth Branagh, and Kingsman, the first Kingsman. So, but I did get through Percy Jackson. I read like 15 pages of this. Good night, Mika. I know. Good night. Good night. Say good night to the camera. Good night. And I did read like 11 pages of Chain of Iron, by which I mean I'm on like page 11, but literally I just read like the epigraph. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. I feel like I can totally, like, I'll get absorbed and just fly through this weekend. So I think I'll get through a big chunk tomorrow and finish it Saturday or early Sunday. So I'm not really worried. Like, I feel like it's gonna go swimmingly once I get into it. But I just got distracted tonight, which is classic. But hey, I'm going to go to bed now. I also I was gonna listen to so much more. I was gonna like try and get through a huge chunk of Guinevere Deception tonight. But I ended up getting early access to the Pierce Brothers album that I've been dying to listen to, because they released an early access link on their Instagram. So there went all my audiobook time, so I was listening to that, and I will probably listen to that a lot of tomorrow, but we'll see how we go. I'll try and focus and get some reading done. I'll try. Hi, it's Saturday morning. Also, it's still morning. I don't think I updated you all yesterday. I kind of had a busy-ish day. I was doing a lot of work. I did get through to a spot I was happy to stop at to put it away for now before the readathon for the Guinevere Deception. I'm really enjoying it. I really like kind of like how the magic's working and all that kind of thing. I do feel like it feels like a setup book. Like, I feel like I don't really know where the plot's going. Hello!
Emily just really called people this morning.
Hello! Do you want to be on my vlog?
Oh yeah!
Let me spin my camera, my viewfinder around so I can see what I'm looking at. Hello! 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 Ooh! Ooh! Alright, sorry, I got distracted by the phone call with April, but so I'm enjoying where we're up to with Guinevere Deception. I do think it seems like an introduction to the world and the dynamics. And I feel like not a lot of plot has happened, but we'll see how the last like 100-ish pages go, because there's about 100 pages left of that, about less than 2 hours audiobook listening, which is why I stopped. It's like an hour and 45 minutes left listening on double speed to the audiobook. And that can totally happen like pretty quick. It's not a lot of time. So my next audiobook will be different by Misa Sugura, which is going for my buzzword reading challenge. But I am not going to start that today. Probably not. I don't think so. I think I'm going to be listening to music in times where I would otherwise listen to an audiobook over this weekend. But I have gotten like 100 pages into Chain of Iron. It sounds Chain of Iron, not Chain of Gold. And I'm already in pain. And we're going to be I'm going to keep it non-spoilery, but I'm going to be giving you my like thoughts as we progress. I'm up to, just finished chapter 5. That hurt me. It hurt. And we're only on chapter 5. So I'm scared of where we're going to go from here. I'm scared about all the things that are going to get left hanging into book 3. I don't know. I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna go shower for now and I'll come back to that. And I'm hoping to get like really far through, like to like page 400 at least today, if not finishing it, if maybe I get some like burst of energy. And I feel like I could maybe, because it's a Cassie Clare book, but we'll see how I go. I did not get through as much as planned today, but I'm going to make a mission to get through all of the rest tomorrow. I barely read 100 pages. Did watch Lord of the Rings, the first Lord of the Rings. I did clean part of the house. I did make a nice dinner. I'm going to read so much more tomorrow, I promise. Look at this baby. Look at her. Yeah. It's bedtime, isn't it? It's bedtime. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, one thing Cassie Clare does that I'm always so impressed with, well, it hurts me emotionally, is that all her characters are sweet emo babies. They're all carrying so much angst and tension, and they don't know how to communicate to each other, but it never ever feels like they're just like, you're like, oh my god, just tell them. But also the reasons why people don't share their emotions are so well developed that like you understand why they think they can't tell anyone, even when you know that everyone would understand if they just told everyone, and it would all go better if they just told everyone. But you can understand why they think within their perspective that they can't tell anyone. And this is brought to you by me feeling like people are keeping secrets, and it's hurting their souls. It's Sunday lunchtime. I have to go make myself a sandwich. But I'm like probably almost halfway through. I do think, April and I were talking about this earlier, I do think these series, this one and The Dark Artifices especially, are so not designed for new readers to the series. And I know they say like, oh, these are a jumping in point. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I think if you were jumping into Shadowhunters at this stage, you'd be so confused jumping in this series or Dark Artifices, because the world building really isn't there. Like it is, but it's not, because all that's already been done and complexly developed. And really it's very fan servicey in a lot of the emotional points and stuff. Like, she knows what her fans want to be reading, so she feeds that. She knows we want the pain, so she provides the pain, you feel? But like, at least this, for the first book, Chain of Gold, and then this one, and so far into this one, I feel like it's going to pick up as we progress, but and then the third one will blow my mind. But so far into this one, not much has physically happened. Like, the pace of the plot is all driven by the emotional entanglements, which means it's not, like, it's easy to read, but it's not a driving pace. If you want the driving pace, you need to go back to like City of Bones. Like, it's relying on the fact that you don't need a driving pace because you care about the characters and you want to, the characters push the pace forward. If you don't care about these characters and you don't understand their long-term entanglements and the way the world works and the way the world causes pressure on these people, it doesn't drive. And even when you're in for all the fan service, I don't think it's a driving plot. It's a very like, sit with these characters, feel their tension, feel their angst plot. And for such an action-packed world, I don't think that makes a whole heap of sense. Whereas like Clockwork Angel, that series really drove the action from the get-go. Action was happening to the characters and it was driving the tension. City of Bones, action was happening to the characters, driving the tension. Dark Artifices took a while for the action to kick in to drive the tension. It got there like middle of book 2 in the series. This, I'm hoping, kind of happens the same. So then by the third book, the action is driving the tension. But so far it's a lot of character work and I love it. But I do feel like the claim that these later series, like later trilogies, are suitable jumping in points for new fans, I want to call you bluff. Like, I don't think that's true. And if anyone's tried to get into Shadowhunters by reading Chain of Gold and actually found it a good entry point, please let me know, because like, I honestly don't think it is, but I totally understand that the original Mortal Instruments trilogy is dated, and even some of the like lore doesn't, like, it's enough has been adapted and changed, so I think newer versions have some differences in the lore and stuff, like they've been edited a bit to fit. And I understand it's dated, like it definitely is, but so is it the best? Like, pros and cons, man. I do think you need to come in with Clary as the one person in probably all of Shadowhunters as a main character, though. Yeah, arguably you could start with City of Bones or with Clockwork Angel, both of which are characters coming into this world not knowing what the world is. Any other starting point, you're starting with characters who understand their world, and I don't think they're good starting points. But alas, let me know what you think if you have an opinion about this. I want to like talk about this very spoilerly, but I don't want to in a vlog, so I don't know. I'm sending a lot of my spoilery thoughts to April, but they're not even that spoilery. I'm being very vague because she hasn't read it yet, but I don't know. I don't know. I must say, I had this exact same thing with Chain of Gold, where like 100 pages out, the main conflict resolved. And there's 100 pages left. And I did it again in this one, and now I have 50 pages left, and I'm just feeling pain. Why leave all the emotional torment to the last 100 pages? I can't cope. I have 50 pages left, and I'm sad. I'm sad. Can I have some positive resolution, please? I want to feel okay. I want to feel okay. Alright, I've done it. I've finished Chain of Iron. I'm actually really impressed with myself that I managed to read like 400 pages today. I'm really proud of myself. I don't think I'm going to read anything more today. I think I might write. What time is it? Well, it's like 10:15. I might write for a little bit and then go to bed. But I've decided I'm going to give this a 4-star for a couple of reasons. Primarily, I feel like the good stuff was all the end. There was a lot of, I don't think it's filler, but a lot of emotional development that like was kind of, I don't want to say boring, because it wasn't boring, but just it didn't have a driving plot, which is something that I feel like I kind of need. The plot really only drove at the end. A lot of it was about character dynamics, which were fun and emotional and stuff. And then also, you know, it's a classic cliffhanger book in a series for Cassie Clare, so anything that's not like a 3rd book in a trilogy. So there's like no resolution. I'm emotionally torn asunder. So like emotionally the ending felt like a 5, but I feel like reflecting on the book as a whole, it's not a 5. Yeah, like it takes so long to get there. Even I guess the actual meat of the action and the action plot I don't think is the best. Like it could be, like I don't think it stands up to like the original Infernal Devices or like even part 2 of Mortal Instruments. Like it didn't feel so epic in scale, and things kind of were a little bit convenient at times. But what this and the Dark Artificers did well for me is the character dynamics and the character like angst and feeling all the angst, and it definitely made me feel all the angst. But is it a 5-star book, well-rounded, without those other components? I don't think so. So for me it's a 4, but I still really enjoyed my time reading it. I'm not gonna be not reading book 3 by any means. I'm gonna be reading book 3. I feel like I'm just like absorbed in trash for this now. But I don't think they're without fault. I don't think they're the most perfect books imaginable. Just the character dynamics and the angst really get to me. But I always need to remember to come in prepared, because I am going to get my heart exploded. Except I guess with the next one it's going to be alright, because it'll end happy. So I won't feel like I'm having my heart exploded out from the next book by the end. Though surely somewhere in the middle I'll feel heart exploded, but not at the end. But then we're going to have the whole, whatever the next series is called, I can't even remember anymore. Ready to tear my heart asunder once again. So, but yeah, so that's, I guess, my reading this week. I feel like this has been a relatively short vlog, but then I'll say that and I'll go to edit it and it'll be like 40 minutes. But I feel like I didn't read much to talk to you about, because I couldn't really talk to you about my final thoughts and ratings for much of what I read, because I was cutting things short in preparation for this 48-hour book upload, which I will continue to do next week. But I at least finished one thing. I did it. I was never going to like stop 50 pages from the end of this. It was not going to happen, and I knew that. But yeah, so, well, I read a book this month. That's nice. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in next week's vlog. Well, you'll see me in other videos, but I'll see you next week with another vlog. Thank you so much for watching.